Very disappointed in, you know, that we weren't able to keep the game close and keep our fans in it. Thought that would be an advantage we would have late in the game if we could get in it. I think the place would have been electric, and we didn't make enough plays offensively early in the game to do that, and gave them some quick scores because of our turnovers. Didn't take care of the ball, and then did not play well defensively at all. Taking nothing away from Texas, they're a wonderful football team, very physical, very deep, tremendous team speed, but you know, we didn't play our best game. Whether or not it would have been good enough to be with them in the fourth quarter, I don't know. But I sure would have liked us to play a little better, take care of the football, and you know, our run fits were awful, and we got to go to work and get those better.
Richard, if you have a question, we'll bring the microphone to you.
Sum up your feelings of the defense. Are you disappointed, or did you feel like this might happen?
It didn't feel like it'd be to the extent it was, but I knew that we were going to have to, that we'd have a difficult time stopping their run game, you know, but they just hit us with so many big passes, some of which, you know, we're in counter position and just don't make a play on the ball, and their guy does. And those big, I knew we would struggle stopping the run game. They're so physical, and the running back does a great job, but their play passes really, we really felt like we had to eliminate those and not give something up over the top before we ended up giving up a bunch of them.
How did their quickness on defense negate what you were trying to do offensively?
Well, early on, it gave us some problems. You know, our O-line was struggling with some of the twists and blitzes that they were bringing, but we made some bad decisions offensively at the quarterback position, and made some bad calls on 2 possessions there in the first half that didn't get us off to the start we needed. And you know, I thought we adjusted pretty well to what they were doing offensively, and we moved the ball at times on them. Just could never seem to get enough possessions because we couldn't get off the field on 3rd down defensively.
You seem to have a real confident team after 2 games coming into this game. You worry about that challenge right now? What is your challenge for this?
Yeah, you always worry about, particularly from what we inherited, and you know, the 2 seasons they've been through, and they want to revert back to that, and you see that in some of them. And you know, my message to them in the locker room though is we can't let Texas beat us twice. You know, we don't play Texas next week, and you've got to put that game behind us, and we've got to move on. All across the country today, there are numbers of teams that got beat today, regardless of how they played or what the scores were. They go down as a loss, and you've got to rebound. The teams that are going to have successful seasons will rebound from those and get ready to play next week, and that's our charge as coaches, and we've got to get them ready.
Can you talk about Moncrief's catch that was ultimately ruled not a touchdown, and how that affected things?
Well, it just seemed like we never could get a break in the first half there. You know, we just needed a break to go our way. Them to turn it over, or us to get a break, and I don't know. You know, all I could see was the Jumbotron replay, and you know, I wasn't sure that it was going to be anything conclusive to overturn it, but obviously they saw something upstairs that caused them to overturn it, and then, you know, Bo makes a horrible decision and throws a lateral, and we get a negative play, and end up having to settle for a field goal. Good to see Bryson make that one, but you got to score touchdowns when you're in a game like that one tonight.
Coach, I know it's still early, but what good things did you see from this game without the tape?
Well, you know, that team defensively was giving up about 8 points a game, and you know, nobody was running the ball on them till late in the game in one of them. And I thought, you know, we moved the football on them at times. When we could get in our tempo stuff, we were having success. In order to do that, you got to win first down, and the times we didn't win first down, it was awful possessions. The times that we won first down, we were pretty good. That's encouraging. Then to see some, you know, Jalen Walton give us a spark. I mean, that's a big-time play now against a big-time team. He didn't do that against, you know, a 1AA opponent or anything. That was Texas. So it's good to see him and Octavius get in and compete. I looked out there one time. We're playing so many freshmen. I saw Channing and Isaac and Mike Hilton in at the Husky position, and Standifer in at corner, and you know, we're just Denzel and just a bunch of young kids out there, and you know, we've got to mature them and grow them up, and we will.
You kind of speak about your secondary a little bit more. I mean, it looked like they were, like you said, in position to make some plays, and just was it not a matter of eyes or anything? Was it
I
plays?
don't know. You know, I look forward to watching the tape in the morning. I know that there was one time I think we were awful out of position. The other times, you know, we're right there and just got to make a play, and we don't, and they do. And I know that Coach McGriff and Coach Womack take that personally, and they'll try our best to get it fixed.
You talked about, you know, eventually facing this as a coach, and you haven't faced it very much.
You know, it's been a while since been on this end of it.
Have you thought about how you just handle this week, or just?
Well, you go fight. You know, you get up and you prepare tomorrow just like you did last Sunday and the Sunday before, and nothing will change. And pay a little more attention to their mental side of things, and make sure we're finding out exactly. We talk about the buy-in factor. We're gonna find out who's bought in. You know, and those are the ones you got to depend on. And hopefully, I think it's a great number of them. There's some hurt in that locker room tonight, which is a good sign. You know, we've got to expect more of ourselves in certain situations. And, so I think we can build on that. We'll know a lot more tomorrow. But, you know, we'll handle it just like you handle adversity in life. Things don't go your way, and you got a decision to make, and your attitude will reflect really kind of where you are. And our coaching staff will get them ready for next week.
You talked about some of Bo's decision making. It looked like at times he was holding the ball too long. Was that by design, or was that him?
I assure you, we never like to hold it very long, but they do a good job with their coverages. There was a couple. His last pick there, I saw exactly what he saw, and it was a good disguise, and they set right on that out cut. And then a couple of times he missed some things that you know we worked hard on this week of him seeing, and he did miss, but. You know, he struggled to see, but that was a complicated defense. Manny does a great job with it. And they got good speed back there that can recover. So, but Bo did make some bad decisions, and then we put him in a couple bad spots too.
Coach, right here in the back, what did you think about Dante Moncrief's performance tonight and the first 3 games?
Just a warrior. You know, he's the type of kid you can build your program around. He's a great competitor. Great kid, wants the ball, wants to be a leader, and his play is showing it through. He's on our team.
I know you can't comment specifically about any recruit, but a lot of key targets were here tonight for you guys. What kind of reception, kind of response from them did you get before the game?
Phenomenal. You know, the atmosphere was electric. The Grove was, I've never seen it quite like that. So I thought that was you know, and that's from a fan base that has had some lean years, the last couple, and they show up. You know, shows their passion and their desire for us to get to a level that they deserve it to be, and hopefully those young men see the opportunity to come in and help us get it there, and just imagine what it would be like when we do.
Coach, I don't want to take anything off the table, but will you look any differently at bringing Barry and Bo splitting their reps at all?
We'll look at everything. Every position will be up, and we certainly will look at it. Barry did some good things tonight. Bo struggled at times. Bo looked good at times. We'll go through practice, and we'll play the guys that look the best.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, guys.